How do you change when your past mistakes follow you everywhere? Patrick Kane's life today, complete with 2 dream homes, supercars, and a family that keeps him grounded, is worlds apart from his scandal-filled younger days. But what sparked this shift? Let's find out. Step inside Patrick Kane's world and you'll find a lifestyle shaped by years of hard work, smart decisions, and a bit of flair. His journey from a modest upbringing in Buffalo, New York, to a life of luxury is clear in the choices he's made off the ice. Growing up, Kane's family prioritized support and sacrifice over extravagance, but that foundation set him up for the success he enjoys today. One of the most striking symbols of Kane's success is his real estate portfolio. In 2021, he purchased a Mediterranean-style villa in Lake Forest, Illinois for $5 million. The property covers more than an acre and features 5 bedrooms, a swimming pool, and plenty of space for both privacy and entertaining. It's a home that balances comfort with sophistication. No need for gold plating everything, just understated luxury that fits his lifestyle. Before this, Kane owned a penthouse at Trump International Hotel and Tower in Chicago, which he sold in 2016. And he still holds a $5 million home on Lake Erie near Buffalo. The contrast between his Lake Forest villa and the Buffalo retreat highlights how his life now spans both the fast pace of NHL cities and the calm of his hometown roots. Kane's taste for the finer things isn't limited to real estate. His garage is home to some impressive vehicles, including a Lamborghini and a Range Rover. While he could fill his driveway with any car he wanted, Kane's choices reflect his personality. Stylish, high performance, and a little bit bold. These cars aren't just status symbols, they're rewards for years of dedication and achievement in his career. Inside his home, Kane's priorities are just as clear. One of the more unique features is a temperature-controlled room dedicated entirely to his hockey equipment. Friends say it's his version of a wine cellar, with each stick and a pair of skates lined up and organized. It's a small detail, but it shows how deeply hockey is woven into his daily life, even when he's off the ice. Of course, Kane's wealth isn't just from contracts. His marketability has attracted endorsements from brands like Bauer Hockey and Chevrolet, allowing him to extend his reach beyond the rink. These partnerships not only boost his income, but also connect him with fans and showcase his reputation as one of hockey's most recognized faces. Despite all the trappings of success, Kane's life isn't just about luxury. The closest people to him, especially his partner Amanda Grahovec and their young son, have brought a new sense of meaning and stability. While his homes and cars are impressive, it's the quieter moments, family dinners, time spent with Amanda and their son, that really define Kane's world today. But it wasn't always this way. The shift from high-profile bachelor to devoted family man didn't happen overnight. There's a story how Kane's personal life transformed, and at the center of it is the woman who helped guide that change. Amanda Grahovec has become a central figure in Patrick Kane's life, shaping much of the stability and growth he's experienced over the past decade. Their relationship began more than 10 years ago. And while both have kept the details private, those who know them say Amanda's influence has been steady and unmistakable. She's not one for the spotlight, preferring to let her actions and her calming presence speak for themselves. A big part of Amanda's impact comes from her own achievements and independence. She's an accomplished interior designer, having studied at Harrington College of Design before gaining experience at Horn Design Architecture in Chicago. Her work has a reputation for understated elegance, much like the way she appreciates her personal life. Despite being in a relationship with one of the NHL's most recognizable stars, Amanda keeps a low profile. She rarely appears in the media or on social platforms, and when she does, it's usually through Kane's own posts. Brief glimpses into a family life that feels genuine and grounded. The couple's dynamic changed forever in November 2020 with the arrival of their son, Patrick Timothy Kane III. Parenthood brought a new perspective for Kane. He's spoken openly about how much it means to see his son at games, saying, "It's hard to explain, but it just puts everything into focus. Now, every goal, every move, it kind of feels like I'm playing for him too." Amanda has played a huge role in keeping their family grounded, especially as Kane's career keeps him in the public eye. She's deeply involved in their son's upbringing, working hard to give him as normal a childhood as possible despite the unique circumstances. Kane's priorities have shifted in recent years, and Amanda's influence is at the heart of that change. Friends note that she's introduced more structure and calm into his life, helping him move away from the chaos that once defined his early days in the league. She's not part of the hockey world, but her steady approach and focus on family have left a clear mark on Kane's decisions both on and off the ice. The couple's son, Patrick III, has also become a fixture at games, often seen at warm-ups, and forming friendships with other players' kids, most notably Archie, the son of Kane's longtime friend and teammate Alex DeBrincat. These relationships highlight how much Kane's world now revolves around family and the support system Amanda helped build. Amanda's ability to balance privacy with support has made her an essential part of Kane's transformation. She keeps their family life protected from the noise of fame, yet she's always present, whether it's cheering from the stands or making sure their son stays out of trouble when he grabs a mini hockey stick at home. Her influence is subtle but undeniable, showing up in the way Kane speaks about his family and the choices he makes for their future. While Kane's life today looks dramatically different from his wild early years, the journey hasn't been without its challenges. The contrast between his current stability and his younger, more reckless days is sharp, and the lessons from those early controversies still linger. Understanding how Kane navigated the fallout from his past is key to seeing just how far he's come. Patrick Kane's rise to NHL stardom came with a fair share of public missteps, some of which threatened to overshadow his accomplishments on the ice. In 2009, Kane and his cousin were arrested after a dispute with a cab driver in Buffalo. The disagreement started over a small fare, just 20 cents and change, but quickly escalated. Kane was initially charged with felony robbery, but the case never went that far. Instead, he pleaded guilty to a non-criminal charge of disorderly conduct, wrote an apology to the cab driver, and received a conditional discharge. The legal consequences were minimal, but the public reaction was anything but. The story of a hockey star caught up in a late-night altercation over pocket change became national news, and for many, it painted Kane as reckless and immature. The media in Chicago and Buffalo didn't hold back. Headlines called him out for his party boy image, and columnists questioned whether he was wasting his potential. Kane's off-ice reputation at the time included stories of partying and late-night antics, behavior that, while not unusual for a young athlete with sudden fame and money, became a problem when it spilled into the public eye. The incident with the cab driver wasn't just about a bad night. It became a symbol of the challenges Kane faced in managing his image and responsibilities. As Kane's career continued and he became a central figure of the Blackhawks' championship runs, his reputation for off-ice partying lingered. But in 2015, scrutiny reached a new level when he became the subject of a sexual assault investigation in Hamburg, New York. The case drew national attention and put Kane under a microscope. After a lengthy investigation, Erie County District Attorney Frank Sedita announced that no charges would be filed, citing a lack of credible evidence and reasonable doubt. The accuser chose not to pursue the case further. Still, the media storm and public debate left a mark on Kane's reputation, with some questioning whether he could ever fully regain the trust of fans and the hockey world. Throughout these controversies, Kane faced tough questions about his character and future. In a 2015 press conference, he addressed the situation by saying, "I was at the wrong place at the wrong time." While he didn't go into detail about every incident, he acknowledged the impact his actions had on his career and those around him. The pressure from the organization, teammates, and the public pushed Kane to consider the kind of example he wanted to set. Over time, those close to him noticed a shift. He became more focused on his role as a leader, both on the ice and in the locker room, and started taking younger players under his wing. Kane's journey through scandal and scrutiny didn't erase the past, but it did become a turning point. His efforts to rebuild trust, combined with a renewed focus on family and leadership, have shaped the person he is today. The contrast between his early years and his current stability is a testament to the work required to move forward, even when the spotlight is unforgiving. As Kane continues his career, his focus on family and fatherhood stands out just as much as his skills on the ice. His return to form after surgery and his visible role as a father at games show a side of him that's different from the headlines of his early years. The young player, once known for reckless parties and controversies, now prioritizes family dinners and toddler hockey games. So, do we define Patrick Kane by his past mistakes, or has he redefined himself through family and fatherhood? Comment below if you think Kane's family life shows true redemption on and off the ice. And if you enjoyed this video on Patrick Kane, check out this other lifestyle video on your screen. It may surprise you.